All right, so trigger warning, the planet's not overpopulated, right? And I can prove it. And so if you believe that it is, and you aren't too attached to that belief, stay with me and then let me know at the end if you still feel the same way. We've been told that it's overpopulated, but we've been told that by people who want to keep the population small so that we're easier to control. I can't specifically mention who those people are because censorship, but I think you know. All right, so the first thing is food, right? Every year we produce way more food than we need to feed everyone on the planet. Currently, we produce enough food to feed over 10 billion people, right? So why are people so hungry? Because it's the distribution of the food, it's the waste. So while we create enough food to feed over 10 billion people, up to 40% of that gets wasted every year. So it isn't that we don't have enough food, it's just how the food is allocated and wasted. Second thing is space, you know? When you think about the planet being overpopulated, you might imagine like tons and tons of people everywhere. But do you know, with the 8 billion people on the planet, if you fit them all into like a moderately urbanized area, like downtown Phoenix, you could fit every single human on the planet into the state of Texas. And I realized that when I moved to Arizona, because out here, there's so much vast land. So think about that. We could fit every single human being on the planet into the state of Texas, and they would each have 1,300 square feet. And only between 1 and 3% of the Earth's surface is urbanized. And then your argument might be carbon emissions, right? But did you know that the richest 10% of the world population produces half of the carbon emissions on the planet? So the planet isn't overpopulated, it's just under-optimized for sustainability and equity. So the next time somebody's complaining about something and you want to tell them, oh, it's because the world's so overpopulated, maybe just reconsider. Because if we're living a more balanced life where things are equally distributed amongst everyone instead of the top 10% using half of the waste, you know what I mean? We would have plenty for everybody. If we were living more in harmony with the planet, we could all be here. We could all coexist peacefully without any issues.